Hello friends. Today we will discuss about the origin and development of miniature painting in India. Now, the miniature painting, before that we will understand from where the arts have come into India. Arts or fine arts. See, for a country to develop, there are many parameters which are involved, like the political freedom, economic growth, development of its natural and human resources, etc. Now, as the time went, there came in fine arts with the start of Indus Valley civilization. During Indus Valley civilization, we have seen how cities were well planned. They had a very good drainage system, masonry works, architectural achievements, techniques of casting metals in different forms. All this were visible during the Indus Valley civilization. Now, the history of the evidence, there are many historical evidence for the arts. And now, in the historical evidence, presently we will also see how art had been coming across with the existence and evolution of arts. So now what happens is the arts, when I talk about the new style of arts, came in two different categories. One you see here is Pala dynasty, which was in West Bengal, and then Jain manuscript, that was in Gujarat. Okay, Pala dynasty and Jain manuscript. Okay, so now herein what happened, because India is very diverse, there are different kind of people staying in India, so each and every place came out with their own styles and regional specifications of miniature painting. Like towards the south you had the Deccan style of miniature painting, towards north we found Mughal style of miniature painting, towards west we had Rajasthan style of miniature painting, towards the eastern side we had Pahari style of miniature painting, and also the Middle Indian style of miniature painting. Now, what exactly is miniature painting? Miniature painting is a painting which is very small in size, minute. But even being small in size, it did not, devoid of any details. It was carrying all the details that were there. These paintings were mainly made on clothes, palm leaves, and later on when paper was discovered, it was again done on papers as well. Paper, it came into play during the Mughal Empire. Now what happened in the British, during the British Empire, the Indian art, it got destroyed. And what happened is, within a very short period of time, Indian artists of Bengal school had tried to establish style of art. So this style of art was so much influenced by the Western or the European style of art, and this was very commonly known as modern or contemporary style of art. Indian artists are using different mediums, techniques and methods of arts. Now coming to miniature painting. In miniature painting we will see that herein there were various paintings in India which started on in the second half of 10th century AD. We have Pragya Paramita. It's a Buddhist manuscript which was painted as a miniature on leaves of palm or toddy. Okay, in 999 AD. And this was the first source of the miniature painting. Next, after this, there was this Kalpa Sutra paintings as well. These Kalpa Sutra paintings were also done on the leaves of palm trees. Now, after this, what happened? There was no other miniature painting during the time of 10th to 14th century. But later on, what happened? There was Mandu Kalpa Sutra. Mandu Kalpa Sutra that came in 1439. So they had been taking into use the worship of or adorations and facility of transportation. Same religious painting got patronage of traveling saints and the businessman. All these things. In 14th century, what happened? The palm leaves were replaced by paper. Now, why were palm leaves replaced by paper? Because of the hardness, durability and smoothness and a peculiar capacity of absorbing moisture, the paper became an axis of revolution in the entire art kingdom. So every religions, both Hindus and Muslims, they came up with painting, they came up with their own creativity, splendor, interest and likeness in color and lines. The big part of miniature paintings were portraits. We have seen the portraits of Akbar, Jahangir, Noor Jahan, everyone. There were portraits of various kings that were there. So together with the painting, the ruler of the paintings of the ruler and family of the dear ones, family albums also came into existence. That is how whatever albums that you see that have came across. Now there are different styles of painting. Different styles of painting, basically there were two types of painting. One is Pala from West Bengal and Jain, okay, from Gujarat. Now, whereas afterwards we had Mughal, Rajasthani, Pahari, Deccan and Middle India styles of school of paintings. Now, what was seen basically in Pal schools of painting or Pala schools of painting? There were majorly the structures of Lord Buddha. So, it was based on the incidents of Lord Buddha's life. A lot of stories had been painted between 8th and 11th century in Bengal. Because of these paintings were made in patronage of the kings of Pala dynasty. This is called the paintings of Pala style. So you will find they are the main paintings of Buddha. Next, the Jain school of painting. Jain school of painting, they painted the pages of Kalpa Sutra. Kalpa Sutra is a manuscript. Okay, there are the pictures of preceptors or Tirthankaras as Mahavira, Parshvanath, Neminath, and so they were always painted on palm leaves or clothes. So these are the paintings that you see, the paintings of Kalpa Sutra. Okay. Now after this, what are the various characteristics that you had for the painting? These paintings, there was abundance use of gold, dark colors, biting bent of lines, rhythmicity and splendor confer liveliness to Jain paintings. There were dwarfish women and men, angular faces, eyes peeping out from the faces, sharp noses and costly clothes and other characteristics. So to repeat that once more, you will find here that there is a lot of use of gold that was done, or gold color that was done there, and mainly the pictures were basically using dark colors. Okay. Now there is a biting bend of lines. So there are various bends of lines. So whenever you see, there is a good bending of lines, curvatures. Rhythmicity and splendor confer liveliness. So whatever the rhythmic matter you have, that shows how lively the pictures are. And you will have dwarf structures of men and women. So small structures of men and women. Okay, dwarfish structure. Angular faces, eyes peeping out of faces, sharp noses. The noses are very sharp here. and costly clothes are the characteristics of this painting. So with this we end up with the introduction to the miniature painting. Thank you.